Are you ready?
Welcome back to Discord discussions. It's been like 3 months since we've done this.
3
Not
months.
3 months. I think last time we did this, it was like early June.
Yeah, it was during June. It was.
I want to say early June.
We had a.
Yeah.
We had a. We talked. We talked about like. We were flexing
our first
our
one,
muscles.
Our first Discord discussion
And-
got destroyed because while I was recording in OBS, we had recorded for like an hour and a half, and then my PC got turned off, and I lost all the footage, and we talked about a lot there. The first Discord discussion uploaded, we talked about kind of random things that weren't necessarily that interesting. At least, I don't know. And then the second one we talked about like retro, or not retro consoles, but like first video game we ever played and things like that. So,
But now let's do a little catching up. We need the internet to give us some just random questions.
Okay.
Yeah, just random answers, and we're gonna put it on a wheel, and we're gonna spin it. Whatever those questions are, you gotta answer the question.
Okay, let's see the speaker. Okay, it is like 1:44 p.m. I'm gonna need you to like back the thing up.
I got this at school once, guys, for $1. It was much worth it.
He also has
I'm
one
just
on
gonna
his
let you
phone.
imagine. I'm just gonna let you imagine what it is.
Did you ever find your phone?
Oh yeah, I found it.
Okay.
I found it under the tiny pile of papers that I didn't notice. I knew it was you. I knew you were quiet as.
It got handed off to one. Listen, it got handed off to one person, and then handed off to another, and they got handed off back to that original person, and then they handed it back to me. Well, not back. They handed it to me, and then I was helping you look for it with your phone, and then you called it, and I said I had to go to the bathroom, so I walked in there and I hid it under the papers, and I walked out. And I was like, I don't know where it is. I saw Gage for the first time in person in 3 years.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen each other in 3 years in person.
Last time I saw him in person was during school and right before COVID hit.
Yeah, the last time I saw you, we were eating lunch in the hallway. Man, that was like such a great spot. We used to have this spot
out for no reason.
You know, someone did. One of the chicks did it there.
I went to Gage's house. I stole a bunch of and I left.
Take this idea, make a card game, and there's a Deathclaw in a tuxedo and he's like the guy that who's the dude that messes with all the cards and stuff? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, card dealer. Make that dude the card dealer, and you'll have yourself I might die within like 2 years, but you know, maybe you'll have 1,000 people playing it a month.
Dude, while we were driving there, it was like it was kind of scary because we pulled up there, we didn't know where we were, and I'm not gonna say her name, but the driver looked at me. She was like, I hope I don't get
Everyone always goes to the first entrance and not the other two. And there's 3, 2 to the house.
I don't know where the other ones were. We didn't see any of the other ones, but we went through the front.
Next time you'll know.
I hope.
Next time.
We went through the front, and the driver looked at me, and she was like, "I really hope we don't get shot." Oh wow! It just went.
What's the question? I'm scared. You're laughing here.
I put this one for a joke. I didn't think we'd actually get it. Okay, well, how did you meet your spouse or significant other? We'll remove that. Okay, hit you.
What was that question again?
How did you meet your spouse or significant other?
How did I find my spouse or significant other? So there's a thing called social media, and well, I don't really count the lower years of 8th grade and below as dating, more play dates to me. Sounds fucked up, I know. I mean, some people actually have relationships that started then and are still a thing to this day. But it usually started with, man, she's kinda cute. I guess I'll just like pop in her DMs and say hi or something. I don't know her that well, but she's cute, you know? And I'll just say hi, and she'll be like hi. And then I'll just start, you know, I guess. And then if it goes somewhere, it goes somewhere. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. But usually, Okay, let me just go to the actual question. My brain took a second to load. They usually find me, so that question does not. That question's not for me. That's for them.
Yeah, I'm lonely, so I don't date. Just gonna be honest. If you could have coffee with any historical figure, who would you choose and why?
Meaning to me, like I guess no historical figure really has a meaning to me.
I have one.
I never really. What? Who?
A guy called
Alright, you go
Paul.
for
A guy called Paul Heyman, and what Paul Heyman did was he created the wrestling organization ECW, which is my favorite wrestling organization of all time. And he's still alive, and he's doing amazing in professional wrestling nowadays. But he's not a wrestler. But I would love to have a sit-down conversation with him.
Hold up. You know what? I have an idea of who I want to meet and drink coffee with.
Mm-hmm.
The people who created. No, NVIDIA created the Fish GPU. So you know what? Whoever the CEO of NVIDIA was, I'll have coffee with them.
The CEO and
They started.
Paul Heyman. If you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I want to go to Sweden.
You go to
But
Sweden.
Denmark's really sweet. I want to see Sweden, but I really want to live in Japan. But Sweden sounds cool. I think I want to live in Japan, honestly, because that's where I see a lot of. Because it's not just because I'm into anime. I kind of like their culture. I'm slightly obsessed with it, and I like Asian cuisine, especially Japanese food. It is delicious.
I want to live in Denmark. I'm learning how to speak Dutch the last like 3 years. I'm bad at it, but I did a project on in 9th grade, and that's when I first really started getting into its, culture and history, and I like Denmark. What's the best compliment you've ever gotten? I don't know, I think go f*** yourself was pretty good.
My mama saying I look handsome even though I know she's lying. Hey guys, we're alone again. Here to tell you that anime stickers are good for your health. Mentally, yeah. Oh yeah, hey, what's up? You're back. Hey,
Sorry,
what's up?
yeah.
Hey, hi.
What's a funny story your family tells about you that you like to share? Or what's a funny story that's happened in your family that you want to share? Because I have a plethora.
I guess when I was younger, we were. Oh yeah, I know. I have a good one. So, I guess, well, if it counts someone that doesn't live in your family, it doesn't count, does it?
Yeah, that's fine.
But,
as long as it
okay.
involves your family, yeah. I'll let that go.
So I was sitting at my house. My brother was chilling out in the back, and there was this kid that I think he was a little special. He had a cross-eyed and things, and he lived in a house like 3 houses down. And when I tell you, he was so into WWE, he would perform the moves on people, thinking it would work. Jordan, the man, I was sitting in my house watching YouTube on my TV, and that was like 2015. Damn, that was a long time ago. Nostalgia trip. Anyways, I was just sitting there, and apparently Ayrton was bullying him or something, because he was not the smartest kid. But he went into his house once. His parents smoked so much cigarettes. I went in there, I could barely breathe. I was like, I need out of here! Oh my god! I swam in their pool once, just to be friend. I guess I went over there with Ayrton. I was like, fuck it, why not? And after that happened, I don't know what Ayrton did, but I was sitting there watching YouTube. This kid slammed, like literally charges my door, doesn't even knock, slams both of the doors open, and says, "Fight me on a 1v1 WWE match." I'm
What a legend.
It's
what a legend.
This kid, this wrestler wants you, and he's like, "Oh, really?" And Ayrton just charges through. He's like, "What you want?" And he's like, I was like, "Bro, this kid just knocked the door down." And this kid's like, "Huh? No, I didn't." I was like, bruh, I just saw you do it. And Ayrton like brings him out to the back, and this kid's like, "I'm gonna fucking get you. Watch this." And he like does some like tries to do some WWE move, and all Ayrton does is log him, like just stick his hand out, and the kid just like flips and hits the ground. He's like, "Ah!" And he comes at me, and I'm just like shoved, and he's like, "Ah!" I was like, "Wait, hold up. Is he? Is this an act? Am I on TV right now? Am I? Is this like WWE for kids or what's going on here?"
WWE for kids.
No,
They just follow people. They just follow their kids around with a camera crew and just see what happens.
And this kid was actually trying to fight. It was so. Oh my god, I hated it.
What a legend. He could have done better. But what a legend.
He was. He could. He's probably in WWE right now. You never know. He's probably training. He's probably getting his revenge as we speak.
Imagine training to be a wrestler. I'm gonna go with this one. So, we used to live in alright house. It was like, I don't know, it wasn't a very big house, but it wasn't like small either. It was a very typical house, and we had 2 bathrooms in there, and the back bathroom had a lot of issues, and the front bathroom had a lot of issues too, but like, the front bathroom's like sink didn't work, but the toilet worked, and the bathtub worked, but the shower head didn't. And in the back bathroom, like the shower head didn't work, or the shower head worked, but the bathtub didn't. You know, and the toilet had issues in the back bathroom.
Yeah.
So it kind of balanced itself out, oddly enough. But so my second oldest brother used to have this friend Jackson, and he would come over like pretty much all the time. I'd always see him. He was pretty much a part of our family because I'd see him around like every day, and he was awesome. I loved Jackson. Was amazing. He was so funny. I can go on a rant just about stories about him, but this isn't just about him. So, we also, my grandma used to live with us, and she didn't, like, take showers or anything like that. She would just sit in a bathtub for, like, 45 minutes, and, like, just get out, like, maybe, like, once in, like, 3 days.
How do you know that? How do you know that?
And,
How do you know that? How do you know?
And so...
You see your grandma naked?
No, but, like, I can hear my room was right next to the bathroom, so I could hear it. I mean, you know what a shower sounds like compared to a bathtub. Like, I never heard her take a shower. I know she never took a shower, but like, my brother's friend, she was in the bathroom. Okay, she was taking a bath, and the door wasn't locked. She didn't lock it for some reason, and my brother's friend Jackson needed to go to the bathroom, and so he knocked on the door. The light was off, and he was like, "Okay, cool." And he opened it. He turned on the light. And there's my grandma taking a bath, and he just got a front-eyed view. And she didn't curse, like, she didn't say curse words. She said old people curse words. So she goes, "Son of a biscuit eater." And my brother's friend Jackson is like still paralyzed in fear, and so he walked out horrified with a very different view on life now. And he shut the door. And my dad tells my oldest brother to take him home, and he does. And he only lived like 5 minutes from us, so it's a short car ride. And my brother parks in his driveway. And Jackson just like slowly looks up at him, just goes, "What does son of a biscuit eater mean?" My brother just goes, "I don't know, Jackson. I don't know, Jackson. Go home and play your games." Jackson shut his door, just waddled in home. I don't know if he ever got over it. We were in my living room, and we had moved the chairs out, and we had pushed the couch in the back of the living room all the way up. Because it was me, my oldest brother, my second oldest brother, and Jackson. And Jackson was playing Dark Souls on his PS3. And we were all watching the TV. And it had been like 2 hours since he had saved. And he was on this like giant stone bridge, and there was a campfire in front of him, which is how you save in that game. And he gets right up to it, and a dragon comes out of nowhere and just one-shots him and just knocks him off the bridge, and he instantly died. And he was 2 hours back. And he didn't do it, like, he had no reaction, okay? His face was stone. He just put down the controller, he got up, he ejected the disc, he snapped it in half, he threw it to the corner of the room. He walked into our garage, opened it, in the pouring rain, mind you. It's like 10:30 at night, pouring rain. He took off his shirt, he took off his pants, and he just walked.
What?
He just started walking, the pouring rain, in his underwear. And he walked to a Dollar General near us, And then he just came back. He didn't do it. He just came back. And it had been me and my brothers.
Dollar General in his underwear.
Yeah, in the pouring rain. And
It's like his girl. It's like his girl said, "Yo, come over," but also he's failed at his game.
Me and my brothers are sitting there in our garage for like, cause he didn't come back for like 30 minutes, and we were saying,
"Oh my god!"
And Dollar General was only like a 5-minute walk. Like it was really close to us, and we had sat there for like 10, 15 minutes, and my oldest brother Hunter is just like, "Is he coming back?" Eventually, we just saw this dark shadow just start waddling towards the house, just so sad. And we're like, yeah, there he is. And he came inside, and we closed the garage, and he's just soaked in rainwater. And he laid down on our couch, and we all just sat on top of him. My oldest brother Hunter was in the room with my brother Taylor, and Jackson and my second oldest brother were in the party together talking. And they were playing Call of Duty, and Jackson like kept playing like trap remixes of like popular songs like SpongeBob and Star Wars, things like that. And he's like, oh, there's a Harry Potter one. My oldest brother is like in love with Harry Potter. It's like one of his favorite things. And my oldest brother Hunter just goes, Jackson, if you play that, I'm gonna come to your house. Because he only lived 5 minutes away, and my brother they couldn't drive. My oldest brother could, and Jackson played it, and you didn't hear a word from my oldest brother just got up, walked into his room, grabbed his trench coat and this like dark Undertaker hat he had. And he just walked out, got in his car, drove over to Jackson. So Jackson had no idea. He had no idea or my oldest brother had left the room. And about 6 minutes later, so how Jackson's house was laid out was, you would like if you got in the driveway, if you went left, you immediately went to the front door and went to their house, or you could go right and there was a small little chain link fence, and you could the gate usually was open anyway, but you could just open the gate and walk to the back, and there was a door that immediately led to Jackson's room.
Yeah, okay, it's a little laggy.
I'll continue the story. So, where was I? So my oldest brother Hunter drove over to Jackson's house, and if you went left, you went straight into his house, and if you went right, there was a chain link fence that you could open, and then you could walk in their backyard, and there was a door that immediately led to Jackson's room. So my oldest brother Hunter did that, and it had been like 10 minutes, and all of a sudden from the PlayStation party, all my second oldest brother heard was a huge crash in the background because my oldest brother kicked open his door, and you just heard Jackson go, "Oh no, Hunter's in my house." And he just the best part about all that was Jackson was in there with his younger brother, who was like 6. He was the same age as me at the time, and he was just like paralyzed with fear. Yeah. And then he just like shut their door, just left.
PE stretches. We're gonna do the good old. Come on, Jordan. You gotta do the stretches. Stretch.
What is your favorite holiday movie, and what does it say about you? I don't know if you have a holiday movie, but I do.
Home Alone?
Is there a movie you watch consistently every year on a specific holiday?
Oh, Dragon Ball Super Brawly movie. I had not.
When do you watch that?
Super Dragon Ball. Every December.
Okay, so that's your Christmas special is Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. My Christmas special is A Christmas Story, which was a movie made in 60s, 70s. I'm pretty sure everyone their mother in the world has seen that movie.
Is it the one with the BB gun?
Yes. I watch that every year.
Yeah, I was in the
Great story.
I think it was.
Great movie.
That was pretty good movie. Did you know the leg lamp from that movie originates from my town? Really? I'm not even kidding. Yes, I was surprised as well. I was surprised. That's why they have a celebration here at Christmas in July, and they have a gigantic. They're about to put like a 15-story leg lamp in the middle of town or something. I heard that might be a rumor.
They should have done that years ago if that was gonna happen. Next question. What does your morning routine look like? Alright, I'll go first. Mine's simple. So, what I do is full screen, damn it. Thank you. So, my morning routine is I wake up, I lay in bed for a time period of 5 minutes to 2 hours, and once I finally get up, I usually go to the bathroom immediately, take a piss, brush my teeth, and then I go grab coffee, I grab some breakfast, and I sit down at my desk, I do whatever I have to do for that day, and but
Wake up!
I go
Struggle
back to
to
sleep.
get out. I wake up. Some of that goop. I struggle to get out of bed. Okay. My dad sometimes brings me like this oatmeal that I don't ask for. I'm like, dude, stop feeding me. I'm like, nah. He's like, nah. I'm gonna give you his food. I'm like, okay. And I just kind of wake up, brush my teeth, wash my hair, just to wake me up some more. This is on the weekdays. This is the only time I have a
Oh, the
routine.
weekends are different.
Yeah. So the weekends, I wake up, sit on my computer, and go to bed. Or two more. After
Yeah, we have
this.
2 left, so. Favorite childhood memory? This is different. Childhood. Favorite
Getting
childhood memory.
my first ever after I gained consciousness and wanted a console, getting my Xbox 360 for the first time. Oh my god, I was so happy that day happened when I got my first Xbox 360. It was a black one. I was so happy. I was like, let's go! I did it! I'm
I'm
a
gonna
gamer!
take it that
But it went-
childhood is from 1 to 12.
1 to 12?
I think once you hit a teen, you're no longer a child. That's my personal, but
I think I was 12 years old when I got it. I was in 3rd grade when I got my first. Dang.
oh, you weren't 12, Jesus.
I wasn't.
You're probably like, if you're in 3rd grade, you're probably like 9.
10,
You're like 9 or
10
10. Yeah.
Well, I got held back a year in kindergarten, so I was like a year older than
Oh,
almost
so
everyone in my
you're
class.
10 or 11, yeah. But
And yeah, that was so awesome.
childhood memory.
I messed up.
I said those Jackson ones, and those Jackson ones are very pleasurable. I think my favorite childhood memory. Man, this is completely blank in my childhood now. That's probably a bad thing. But I'm gonna say my favorite childhood memory is another story. But I technically was there, so I'm gonna say it counts as a childhood story. So my oldest brother wanted a new pair of boots. Okay. No reason why, I just wanted a new pair of boots. And my mom and dad were like, no. My dad was like, well, He was like, okay, I'll get you a new pair of boots. But what I want you to do, he's what it said, because my older brother, or my oldest and my second oldest brother's room was at the far back of far front of the house, and my grandma's room was at the very far back of the house, so they were as far away from each other as possible, right? My stepdad goes, well, if you run through the house completely naked, go into your grandma's room and touch your TV until she sees you, I'll get you a new pair of boots. And my brother was like, I'm not doing that. And he walked away. He was like, alright, no boots for you. And about 2 minutes later, all they saw was just this white flash of just skin go past that room and right into my grandma's room. And from what my oldest brother recalls, my grandma, like, she was very, like, no nonsense. Like, she didn't like jokes. She didn't like that kind of stuff. She did, but a lot of times she was very, like, much like an old person, so to speak. And he was like this, like, right up against her TV, because he had to touch the TV, and he was, like, right about to touch it, but he had to wait till she looked up. And she stared, like, hardcore at her computer screen for, like, 5 minutes. And then she looked up and she goes, oh my good lord. And my brother touches the TV and just runs back. And my dad was like completely red faced because he was laughing so hard. And he was like crying and coughing because he already was laughing. And I was taking a nap in the living room, just happened to wake up and see my brother just go right past me. And I just went right back to sleep.
that's
But my
I
brother,
would have done the same
my
thing.
brother got his new pair of boots. I can tell you that.
Oh yeah, I think yeah, this will be it. If you have any questions, comment down below and see you guys later.
Peace.
Smile.